Shavua Tov, everyone. Welcome to Tillis Tell Stories for Saturday night. The title of this week's video is From Chabad to Conservative. I adapted it from the Adar 5772 edition of Thinking Chasidis, a publication of Mayan Israel, which is a Flatbush shul under the guidance of Rabbi Yosef Vigler. It was written by Rabbi Mr. Yehuda Grossberg of Flatbush, so I shall tell it from his first-person perspective. In the early days of the internet, in the 1980s, maybe even in the early 90s, Yehuda Grossberger, subscribed to an online forum dedicated to Torah, law, halacha discussions. The members of this forum came from a wide spectrum of Judaism, and debates often raged over different halachic and Torah issues. One contributor to this exchange was a conservative cantor in a synagogue in Nevada, who quickly became known for his outspokenness and opinionated liberal views. On one occasion, he posted an article he had written about Jewish marriage, which was not exactly in accordance with Torah law. I felt compelled to reply and set the record straight. The cantor responded to my rebuttal, sparking a candid and heated debate. Eventually, this led to a general discussion of other topics concerning Torah and Judaism, as well as personal conversations about our families. Around Pesach time, the conversation turned to matza, and I asked my new friend how he conducts his Passover Seder. He replied, "Well, since the point is to remember the story of the Exodus, I eat whatever I can get a hold of to symbolize the matza." He did not seem concerned that the matzah be kosher for Pesach. Despite his objections, I sent him a box of shmura, super strict matzah, for the Seder. After Pesach, I got an email from my friend who, in typical fashion, complained that all the matzahs had come broken and were all pretty tasteless. Nevertheless, the following year he contacted me and requested that I again send him shmura matzah. This began an unlikely tradition that continued for many years. Notwithstanding all of his rejections and criticisms of Orthodox values, he used the matzah every year and came to look forward to it. He even showed his appreciation by sending me flowers. This man had a daughter who had rebelled against the family values she had been brought up with, and as a student of the University of California at Berkeley, became deeply immersed in the anti-establishment culture that was popular at the time. She had also rejected even the limited Jewish values she had seen at home. Her parents were very worried about her, as she had not been home for several years, and not even for the major Jewish holidays. Eventually, the girl's restlessness and searching spirit drew her to Israel, where somehow she ended up in a young women's seminary for Balot Tshuva, female returnees to Torah and Mitzvot Judaism in Jerusalem. After a few months of study, shortly before Passover, she felt it was time for her to make a final decision. She could either stay in the seminary, adopting a Torah-observant lifestyle, or she could leave it behind and return home and continue soul-searching. She decided she needed a break to think it over. She was comfortable with what she had been taught, but was not sure she had the conviction and personal strength to make such a drastic lifestyle change. Her dorm counselor in Israel, although unhappy to see her go, asked her to at least take home the basic necessities for Pesach that she might not have at home, primarily matzah. She declined. She said, "Why should I bother? If God wants me to have matzah, he'll send me matzah." She soon departed and flew home to her parents, planning to spend time reflecting on her options at this critical junction of her life. She hoped that somehow she would be guided into making the right choice. To her utter bewilderment, the first thing she noticed as she walked into the house was a box of shmura matzah sitting on the dining room table. She could not believe her eyes. Her own ultimatum, if God wants me to have matzah, he will send me matzah, had been fulfilled. Lo and behold, there it was. Having not been home for Pesach for a number of years, she was absolutely astounded that her family had a box of authentic shmura matzah waiting for her. The Hashgacha Pratis, the divine supervision, even over individuals, was undeniable, and she strongly felt that the master of the universe was answering her challenge and showing that he cared about her intimately. She had no idea how the matzah got to her home. And at that point, she really didn't care. All she could think about was the sign that God had sent her. After Passover, she immediately returned to Jerusalem to complete her studies and to fully embrace Orthodox Judaism with all her heart and soul. Today, this woman is the mother of a beautiful family and works with her husband, a rabbi, in bringing other Jews closer to Torah and mitzvot. Over the years, many people have told me that I was wasting my time and money sending these matzahs to a conservative cantor. For my part, I simply felt that a Jew should have matzah for the Seder, not a chumetz stick, not kosher for a Passover substitute. What I did not know was that I was not only sending matzah for this cantor, I was sending it for his daughter and eventually grandchildren as well. Rabbi Mr. Grossberger concludes, the lesson I learned from this is we just have to do our small part and not give up. God will take care of the rest. You never know what will be the effect of your actions. Our mission is to do, and He will accomplish. If you want to have, and you should want to, the round handmade shmura matzah, it is time to make a major effort. I don't know that Mr. Grossberger can help you, but I do know that your local Chabad representative certainly can and will. Shavua Tov and Good Yom Tov. May you enjoy and be inspired by a kosher, happy Pesach Seder. And by the way, during Kol HaMoed, we'll send stories for the final days of the festival.